An epic fight is breaking out between Anthropic, one of the biggest AI companies, and the Pentagon. The issue: how do you use Claude at war? I haven't seen fire like this out of the administration for some time. Axios broke the story. The Claude had been used in the operation to take out Maduro in Venezuela. That prompted questions from Anthropic about how Claude is being used. Anthropic wants to install guidelines about how their technology is used. This is partly because of their own principles and values. The Pentagon says, are you kidding me? Like, when we go into a war zone, like, we're going to have to debate like what Claude's guardrails are? No. So now the Pentagon is really playing hardball.
And again, against a backdrop of Dario CEO of Anthropic, really positioned himself as the most responsible AI steward in the marketplace today. We've talked to him, authentic concern about using AI for many evil purposes, including surveillance of the American public. And so it's a real view inside that company, and certainly with Dario, that they do want certain guardrails. But here's why it's such an epic showdown. We're hearing from the Pentagon that they want to punish Dario, punish Anthropic if they don't let the U.S. use the technology as they want.
Declare them a supply chain risk. And that's normally something that you do with like Chinese technology.
And what that means is that they wouldn't get government contracts, but the government might also say anyone else who's using Anthropic can't get a government contract. That would be crippling. So it really puts Dario in a hell of a vice. Do I stick to my principles or do I risk my damn business?
And a quote that I got from a top official was, they said, if we have to do this, this is going to be a real pain in the ass, and we are going to make it painful for Anthropic.
And let's step way back for a second, because what's at debate here? This is going to be one of the biggest debates over the next 5 to 10 years, which is if you create a technology that's more powerful than man and has dimensions of it that might not be controllable by man, how much do you want the federal government to be utilizing that? Yes, when we're defending the homeland, but also potentially if you have nefarious actors using it for surveillance of our people or targeting people that maybe are, mixed in with bad actors, but aren't bad actors themselves. These are huge philosophical and ethical topics that I do think Dario's authentically trying to have a real debate on, but I don't think the Pentagon is in the mood for a debate. And even though they want the technology, I think they want the technology on their terms.
And I think they're going to get it. As one official said to me, Dario really cares about these issues, but Dario is a pragmatist.
He's running a business. He just raised, $30 billion at a sky-high valuation. The idea that a company is just going to forfeit over principle literally hundreds of millions and over time hundreds of billions of dollars in government contracts and government contracts that are adjacent to your direct contracts is like, it would be crazy. It would be almost like financial suicide. And therefore, I think that they'll come to some kind of agreement. They'll give Dario some kind of assurances that it's not being used in ways that concern him. I don't think there's any way to actually ever figure out if it is or isn't, because it's eventually and already going to infiltrate its way into the CIA and other agencies that have top secret clearance. You'll never know.
And this may be one of the rare cases where it's not the technology company that has the leverage.
It will set the precedent for all other technology companies. If Anthropic, which has positioned itself as the most principled of the AI companies, is willing to strike a deal with the U.S. government, everyone else will follow suit.
And the Pentagon has been explicit with me in saying this is part of the reason they are driving a hard bargain.